Our next lady, her name is Rose Hibbert. She is actually someone that takes the ordinary and makes it extraordinary. She's an artist and a stylist when it comes to hair extensions. And she will fix my hair hopefully one day. She has done the Miss Universe, and she has been known as the extensionist to the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, warm creations and welcome for Rose Hibbert.
I've known Rose for, God, it's been forever. And she is literally a stylist to the stars, and her story is very unique. So if you'd be so kind as to share with us how you, give us a bit of the story.
Wonderful. Hello, everyone. As I said, my name is Rosemarie Hibbert. Now I only go by Rose because it's sexier. Thank you. Thank you. My passion is hair. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. If someone needs their hair to be done, I'm there. I started a long time ago in my early teens. And it first started, I went to this lady and she charged me $50. And this is back in like the early 90s. $50, and she put 2 pieces of hair in the back of my head. I went home and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I asked my sisters, what did she do in the back? Because I couldn't see. They describe it, and in front of me, I took one of my younger cousins and I practiced on her. I practiced until I got really good. Then I started out getting clients and charging $30 and $60 to do a full head of hair. As time go by, I got really good, and then I got sick. I was diagnosed with pyelonephritis, which is a kidney ailment, kidney disease. That caused me to lose my kidney. I had to do dialysis for 7 years. 3 to 5 hours a day for 3 days a week. So every other day for 7 years, I had to do dialysis. And I've met a lot of people who were going through the same things as me. And whenever I come into the room, I see everyone, they're always looking so depressed and sad and, you know, afraid of the needle. I was terrified of the needles. Then one day, the nurse was taking forever to start my treatment. I took the 2 needles from her, put them in myself, and tell her, hook me up. She was so amazed. They gave me a $40,000 machine at home. So I started doing dialysis at home. While I was there, I would sit on the machine, and clients would call me, want to do their hair. And I said, you know what? Okay, it's in my arm. It's not in my hand. I would have them come while I'm hooked up to the machine, and I would do their hair. You know, it got to the point where I used to go in the hospital so often. The minute I got sick, I would be in the hospital for about a week, 2 weeks. And I realized my friends who came to visit me would be like, so doctor, when is she coming out? Because my hair needs doing. And once again, I was hooked up to intravenous. And again, my hands were free. I would be in the hospital room, put them on the ground on pillows, and I would do their hair in the hospital room. The best thing is I would leave out of the room, out of the hospital, checked out. No, for real. I would check out of the hospital with money in my pocket. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then my big break came. I was working at this salon, and they called me, and they're like, Rose, we need you to do someone's hair for the Miss Universe pageant. I was in the hospital, hooked up to her intravenous. I called my doctor in. I said, how long am I going to be here? He goes, till Monday. This was like the following Monday. This was about Thursday. I says, okay, all right. Can I sign myself out? He goes, if you sign yourself out, you know, you're on. I said, that's all I need to know. I sat there, clamped the intravenous line, took out my needles, put it in the cotton thing, put everything aside, I didn't need any help from them. Put it on. Got dressed, went over to the salon. I was at Toronto General. I walked over to Bay and Gerard. I got there, met the young lady, Natalie Glebova. She was on her way to do the Miss Universe pageant. I did her hair with patience and time, and then I gave her advice about, you know, working the hair whenever she's doing her walk. And I gave her so much amazing advice, and thanks to me, she won. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Yes, I will. So.
Her name ain't Rose, it's Rambo.
Yeah, and my thing is, it's this little determination that is in you guys. You know, Noel always talk about finding your passion. Once you find it, do anything for it. I'm not talking about the everyday 9-to-5 job that you do. If there's something deep in you, I don't care how young you are, how minuscule you think this thing is, take it and make it your own, because it will make you a whole lot of change on the side, for real. So you feel me right there, right? You feel me. Yeah, and again, after she won, Toronto Star gave us a beautiful write-up. Then the following year, the next girl came along, and of course, who did they call? No, you all get more. No one got more of this power thing. Who did they call? No. That's all I'm asking for. They called me. And the unique thing is when they called me and I was doing the following 5 contestants, and I'm talking 5 years straight, each of them asked me for advice because they told me that Natalie told them that I gave her great advice and how amazing I was. It's all about the personality, and it's all about your product or your services.
Well, I sort of just want to, again, touch base on something. We've had people who have, as we've heard from tonight, who have been nine months pregnant and, going out there working, knocking on doors. We got people riding on horses to get to a place where they can build on that opportunity. And we got somebody pulling needles out their arm like this in order to do what's necessary. One of the difference between people, for example, like a Kobe Bryant and somebody who rides bench is that pros play hurt. Pros will play hurt. They'll play sick. The person who gets to the top of the chain is the one who says, look, man, look, just put me in, 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 just put me in. Because winning to them is everything. And winning isn't necessarily equated to dollars and cents. Winning is a lot of times has to do with just achieving a goal. And success, I love the way Bob Proctor sort of described it. He said that, success is described or defined as a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. A progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And I know as I sat with Rose several times, and I've watched her actually, because I have family members who are also in the hair business, and this person, she sits down with people who've had experience, and she runs clinics for them. Like, she loves what she does. And so, I mean, really, give Rose another round of applause. I think she's doing amazing work. So, outside of the needles, what would you say has been, maybe give me one major challenge that you've had and one major triumph that you've had?
What you talk about, Willis? Major
challenge.
Major challenge.
Or maybe something maybe you could have handled better.
Talking about that secret that you want me to tell? Okay, you know what? I love Noel simply because he always reminds me that, I could get and have so much more. The reason why I'm holding on to this close friendship is because, yes, I can make the money, but as I make it, I spend it. I kid you not. I spend it, and I need to know how to keep it. And what's the other?